Hey guys, we're here with the final part of Beneath a Steel Sky. Let me just bring up my save. I believe it was that one. We just got into the security building, so this should be good.
It's a standard card slot.
I know what we can use that on then.
Nothing's happened. Belongs to someone called No name on this one. Lovecraft's locker. It's locked. It's locked. Ultar, written in crayon. Reich.
That's us.
I heard a little click.
Okay, so we should be able to open them up.
Nothing in here but some bottles.
Let's take...
Ratty Chem shampoo. I think I can live without them. Belongs to someone called Cole.
Okay, so we can't do anything there. So let's... How is everyone anyway? I know the world is all sorts of crazy at the moment. And yeah, I'm not in any position to really comment beyond the obvious solidarity. I don't feel in a position to necessarily comment on things, but I just wanted to continue as
It's the
best
link
as
interface, and I don't like the look of it at all.
Can we use the ID card for the interface? No.
Welcome to Link. Please Nothing's happened. It's the only... I have to use my card to open it.
Yes, but we can't. Ah, there we go. I'm sorry, what? No, I don't want to disconnect. God damn. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, there's more. File union. Well, this has got very weird all of a sudden. Security is only and referred to program manual before test or deletion. Okay. Nothing else. That's clearly the way I have to do it, and this must be to do with the surgery that. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Wonder if we can use something with the terminal now to. Okay. Let's figure this out. It's a fun when it's been over a week since you played it. Carswell Sentinel 72K unit security. I do like the music though. Briefing document security. Okay. This isn't confusing at all. Shit. Absolutely. I'm so confused. I think I get the... I kind of get the, but I just have no idea what we're supposed to do. Ah, okay. Access to password protected mode, security use only. Access to security use only. Hey, okay. Okay, we're making some progress. Put that in there, maybe? This music really reminds me of Final Fantasy. Oh, damn it, I shouldn't do that. Okay, that's fine. I thought I was skipping the bits, but I and then pick up the password on the way out. Easy. Alright. Don't really want to go that way. The only place I can really go then is here, and I imagine the eyeballs here. Yeah. Okay. You shall not beat me. Figured this much out. I can do it again. So I'm hoping to finish Beneath a Steel Sky tonight, and then and also finish I Have No Mouth on Thursday, so we can start a few new games next week. Although what they will be at this point in time, I have no Program Manual IC40 test completion. That means we can't read any of this stuff, which is and the question is now, do I like look something up? Which I don't want to do, because we made a hell of a lot of good progress last episode without looking things up. Or do I... So there has to be something I'm missing here, something simple. This is a crazy bit of gameplay here. I don't know if I'm necessarily keen on this. There's gotta be a combined thing, or override system login security. Please distribute freely. The ultimate decompression routine for all serious system servers. Spread them and enjoy. For all standards. Oh, damn. I'm gonna have to just have a quick look. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Compressed data. So I should be able to, according to that, I should be able to just use the terminal now. I wish it gave you a little bit of notification that you'd achieved something there. Agent granted access to all sectors. Awesome. View documents, Phoenix. Special operative Bear is authorized to utilize Phoenix status override in the course of investigations. Briefing. Maria native of Hobart removed child in bid to defect back to Hobart. Flight terminated. No infant remains found at the crash site. Search all gap dweller camps in area. Return Overman to Link at all costs. Subject has assumed the name of Foster. No authority on record for increased status and promotion. Supervisor unlawful intrusion suspected. Level 3 surveillance. Okay. Okay, so I'd actually figured it all out.
So my real name is Robert Overman. But why does Link want me? And what's happened to my father?
Oh. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't know. I don't think I would have. It's just. Hey. Okay, so we're back here now. We should be able to go down and use the elevator. See if we can find Joey first.
Hey, Lamb. See you later.
So where would Joey be? Joey would be over this side somewhere. Because I went back into the building. Oh my lord. Joey. Would that leave him down? I cannot remember. I don't. It's not like I rewatched the last stream to figure out where I am. Okay, must be about to use that. The elevator. Ah, he must. I think he must be downstairs because he welded the thing so we get the cable and then we just shot back up. There he is.
Never mind.
Okay, so we need to go this way. No, I left Joe behind.
Oh no! Joey must have forgotten he'd changed shells. I hope his board is... I ought to move that. It's too heavy to... Far too heavy to lift. That's too big. A pallet of bricks.
Okay, so we need to fix Joey again.
What's through that door?
It's off limits to the likes of you.
I just wondered where it leads.
It's the old cathedral. There's nothing interesting in there. In fact, it's empty.
Why guard an empty cathedral?
I'm not guarding it exactly. I'm just standing here.
Preventing me from entering.
Yes.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
Oh, yes. That's Mrs. Piermont. The richest woman in Union City. And the ugliest.
Wow, okay.
What's the best way out of the city?
There isn't a way out.
Then the inhabitants are no better than prisoners.
That's the price of progress.
Never mind. Excuse me.
Hello, darling.
Okay.
I don't believe we've met.
No, we
No,
haven't.
I'm a stranger here.
I'm Mrs. Piermont, but you can call me Danielle.
How do I get out of the city?
Now, Why would you want to do that? There's nothing in the gap but sand and savages.
But that's where I live.
Oh, how ghastly for you, my dear.
What's the mutt's name?
Well, really? He's not a mutt. His name is Spunky.
He looks like he's got fleas.
He has millions of them.
Okay.
But he's allergic to the flea powder.
Why don't you give him a good bath?
Oh, I've tried, but he can't bear to get wet.
Do you know someone called Overman?
Why, yes, I do. He worked with my husband, Professor Piermont. Why? Are you interested in Overman?
He was my father.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. Overman's only son died in an accident.
That was no accident, Mrs. Piermont. It was deliberate sabotage by security. My mother was killed, but I survived. And I've read a document which proves it.
Incredible! Your mother was a great friend to me. If there's any way I can help you, just ask.
Never mind.
Okay, apparently there is no way. Let's go this way first. We've got to figure out what to do with Joey.
The big guy's sacks are spilling their contents. Nothing I could use that statue for.
Have a look at everything.
It's a little man carrying a log. Nothing I could use. Court closed. See link for news of forthcoming attractions.
Let's go speak to the doorman now. If there's anything else.
Excuse me.
Hold it. Your membership card, please.
I don't have one.
This is a private club.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You do now. Piss off.
How do I join the club?
You have to be sponsored by an existing member. It's a most exclusive establishment, frequented only by those with the proper credentials.
You mean people with money?
No, people with credit. There's a world of difference. People with money think they can afford not to care. People with credit know they can't, but don't care anyway.
What goes on in the club?
If I was to tell you that this club provides recreational facilities par excellence for a clientele with elegance and taste, I'd be lying through my teeth.
You just said it was exclusive.
Oh, it is exclusive, but seedy. The reason people come here is the cheap booze, and the fact that it's off limits to security.
Seems legit.
Smart shoes.
Oh, thanks. You can tell a lot from a man's shoes. The design tells you what kind of man he is. The way he cares for them tells you where he's going.
And what he's trodden in tells you where he's been. Do you know anyone who'd sponsor me?
What about old widow Piermont? She used to come here, years ago. If you chatted her up, she might sponsor you.
Figured as much.
See you later. Excuse me. Would you sponsor me for the club?
If you're really Robert Overman, I'll sponsor you. But I don't want to visit the club. I'll call the manager from my apartment.
Okay.
The door has an old... Won't open. The door is too sturdy to break open.
Okay.
Oh, come to Mummy, Spunky.
God.
Oh, come to me.
Hello. Who are you?
My name's Vincent. What's yours?
I'm Robert. You can call me Rob. Why aren't you at school, Vincent?
My tutor's malfunctioned. I tried to reprogram it to play video games.
Would you like me to repair your tutor?
Oh, I can do that myself. But then I'd have to go back to my studies.
What's that you're playing with?
It's my handheld games console.
Neat. What's the game?
It's called Fleecy the Lamb.
That sounds nice. What's the objective?
Torch the mutant psychos with your flamethrower and stop Dr. Mantis from butchering the orphans.
But that's horrible.
Yeah, I've played better.
Hi, Link. No, I didn't finish it. I got past the kind of next part. Problem is, I only stream for 2 hours per night that I stream, so most games take 3-ish attempts.
What other games have you got?
So no.
Not many, 'cause they're too expensive. They're smuggled into the city from Hobart. I've got Nobby, the platform game, Onan the Barbarian, and Revenge of the Deadly Dandelions.
Oh, nice.
I suppose they keep you out of mischief. Do you know a man called Overman?
No, Rob. Why do you want to know?
He's my dad.
Aren't you a little old to have a dad?
Last time I saw him, I was a little boy. I was taken away to the Gap.
The Gap? Oh, wow! I'd like to escape to the Gap. I'm tired of being told what to do.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
That's Mrs. Peeble, and she's a pig.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Well, she tried to confiscate my console. She gave me a lecture and tried to force me to join the Junior Security Corps.
Oh dear. I saw them making a sequel, Beyond. I didn't know they were remaking this as well. Although I guess it would make sense because there's going to be such a jump in kind of graphics and stuff.
Can you sponsor
I
me
didn't
for the
know they were
club?
remaking this though.
Look, I'm just a kid, right? Do you really think they'd make me a member? I don't think so.
Have you been watching old movies? Don't wear out your thumbs.
The sequel looks incredible. I really doubt my my laptop's going to be able to run it and stream it though, which sucks.
Excuse me. Smart floral display. Are they real? What do you think? They look kind of shiny.
Naturally. I've just varnished them.
Do you paint the flowers too?
This is Union City, not Wonderland.
Fair,
You obviously know nothing about plants.
fair again.
Won't the varnish harm the plants?
Au contraire, Clever Dick. It filters out the crap in the atmosphere.
What are you doing to that plant?
I'm modelling a living sculpture. It's called topiary, and it's an art form.
What are those blue flowers called?
They're dandelions. Don't touch them,
Whoa!
They're pretty. But why can't I touch them?
because if you do, you'll wet your
Oh,
bed.
dear.
I haven't done that for months. See you later.
Okay, that was all sorts of crazy. Let's have a look at these.
Hello. Who is this?
It's me, Robert.
Come right in, Rob.
Cool. Let's go see Mrs. Fairmont.
Welcome to my humble little home, Robert.
Oh dear, this is...
You know, I remember you as a baby, Robert.
I've grown a bit since then.
I'm sure you have. You must have so many questions to ask me.
Yes, I have. What was the professor working on?
Didn't I tell you?
No.
Helmut was the designer of Link. It was his dream, but he died before it was realized. Your father became the project leader.
So my dad was responsible for Link?
Yes, he stepped into Helmut's shoes. Link reached completion on the very day you were born. From then on, Richard changed. He spent more time with Link than he did with his wife and baby.
Why did my mother try to escape?
But she did her best to cope. But she wasn't the same after Richard's rejection. The authorities never approved of her marriage either. Because she came from Hobart. Eventually, she decided to return home.
So the bastards had her killed.
You're overwrought, Robert. Would you like some paracetamol?
I don't want analgesic. I want answers. Are you gonna sponsor me now?
If that's what you want. I'll telephone the manager and make the arrangements. This won't take a moment.
Cool.
Is that Mr. Colston? Danielle Piermont here. I have a friend I wish to sponsor.
This whole thing looks like a Viz comic. Okay.
Nothing I could use. It's an...
Oh, I have an idea. I knew it.
If I pick all over, it's full. Little crunchy. Nothing left. If I pick up the book all over my... It is retro. It's Neath Still Sky. It is the same developers as Broken Sword 125, and the developers of Beyond the Still Sky, the sequel that's coming out later this year, I believe. Revolution Software. Yeah, retro's definitely the right word. None of the buttons do what... It's another of which select... If I pick up all over... I better not sit. Now that...
Get Mrs. Piermont off the phone.
Excuse me. If I pick up all... Nothing left. Nothing left.
So what do I need the biscuits for?
Nothing I could use. It's an ancient Greek statue made of fiberglass.
So I just leave? Okay. I'll say yes to the leaving. We got dog biscuits. Got rid of the VCR. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna get the dog to jump on the plank. Move the bricks. I got it.
I have to use my...
Let's head back around here. Gotta love that retro music. Can we try? I didn't try this before.
Shut. Doors are unremarkable, but this one has a certain je ne sais pas.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Hello, Mr. Overman.
How did you know my name?
You're a member now, sir. It's my business to know all our members.
Cool.
Can I go in now?
Certainly. But you're in for a disappointment.
How come?
It looks smart with the lights turned low, but in daylight, it's a flipping toilet.
Never mind.
Right, let's go see what happens to the...
A pallet of... That... And I bet his bite is worse than his bark.
What was that splashing noise? Where has Spunky gone? Officer Blunt, come and help me, quickly.
Oh no! Oh, I feel terrible. But not that terrible that I'm not going to take full advantage of the situation. Whoa!
Just for a second, you scared me. But you're only dummies.
Is there a reason why we filled the cathedral with dummies?
They're not human. Someone's been making androids.
Oh wait, oh! Can we put... Ah, I thought we could put Joey into one of the androids.
You don't look so healthy.
Oh dear.
You should get out in the sunshine. His skin is... His skin is cold. This place is spooky.
Okay, so none of them in
Oh
holding
no, not her. Not
Oh,
Anita.
no. Well,
She appears to have been exposed to radiation. Her skin is...
oh man.
His skin is cold. He doesn't have any eyelashes. I don't think a Yo, that's horrible. There could be something you... Wouldn't you know it? It's locked.
Let's pry it open. No, you don't want to pry it open. Okay, of course you don't. That'd be too easy.
It's a kind of... The wheels are locked in place.
problem with point and click characters is they just give up so easily. There's absolutely no deal. There's no need for it. So does someone have... Should I have found a key then? I don't want to miss any, because I'm going to have to... Yeah. If I don't get everything this time, I'm probably going to have to do the dog trick again. And as funny as that was...
A ventilation shaft. Better keep away from the edge, or
Whoa.
I'll get sucked off.
Oh. That was some Leisure Suit Larry kind of subtlety from this game there.
They're not human. They must have switches to act. Damned if I'm gonna look for them, though. They're not human.
So I feel like somewhere there should have been something in these lockers beyond
You don't look. You should get out.
just the
This place is... Her skin is... He doesn't have... Yeah.
pixel hunting.
There could be something useful.
There
Wouldn't you
could
know
be.
it? It's...
If you were willing to break it open like any normal person would. Okay, so nothing in there just at the moment. I guess we should go to the club and see what's happening in there. I don't know what I was expecting with the dog thing, but it didn't click with me until right at the very last second. Oh wow, this is a seedy little place.
Never mind. Hi. Mind if I join you?
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Overman. What do you think of the club?
The decor is really unpleasant.
I chose that myself.
Oh wow.
I'm Colston, the manager of the club.
Pleased to meet you. Excuse me. Hi. Mind if I join you?
Well, hello yourself. They call me Babs.
Oh god.
Pleased to meet you. See you later.
Oh, don't count on it.
Excuse me. Can I have a drink, please? No chance. Why not? Nice ruse.
That doesn't make sense, you're a barman.
They're a greasy fish.
Hey, get your hands off my drink, Buster.
Okay, so I need to get the
How do I
Please
get
get-
out of this city?
Can you see I'm busy?
I'll take your turn for you.
And lose the game for me?
You're gonna lose anyhow.
Don't be so sure, Gallagher. I've got something up my sleeve.
I knew you were cheating.
Well, so are you.
The select button. Pressing the buttons doesn't achieve anything. I want to hear some Joy Division!
Woo!
They look really happy. Or stoned. There's a thumb-sized indentation in the plate. Excuse me. What are the band called?
The Hawk Club Quartet.
But there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, the saxophonist OD'd last month.
Did the saxophonist OD on drugs?
No. Too much sax.
Oh,
He
God.
got overexcited and ruptured his lungs.
Where does the locked door lead to?
To the wine cellar. Carlson's the only one who can open it. It's programmed to read his fingerprints.
That's why I need the glasser.
Do the rules prohibit me from drinking?
No, you can drink all you want. But I can't serve you.
You are the bartender, right?
Well, I'm not the cabaret.
How come you can get a drink and I can't?
I told you. It's the house rules.
So I need to talk to
Colston would fire me if I gave you a drink.
I'm gonna complain about you.
Please yourself.
Never mind. I need to inspect your wine cellar.
Forget it, mister. Nobody gets in there but me.
Are we playing cards or what?
All right! This guy distracted me.
Would you like this present?
Forget.
Don't give me like
Excuse me.
kind of ways of pressing it. What?
Where does the locked door lead to?
Oh, that's the wine cellar.
Excuse me.
You're gonna be.
See you later.
Oh, don't
Okay.
Never mind.
No.
The select button. Do you know Stairway to Heaven?
Overrated.
I want to hear some.
Okay, so that's all we'll do then. Right. I'm very confused though. What to do? What to do? We haven't got a key for the cathedral.
Excuse me. Never mind.
Okay, let's leave here for a second.
Excuse me. What would you do if you found a body?
Go through its pockets.
No, seriously. A girl I know has been murdered.
It's a sign of the times. There's nothing as cheap as human life. With the exception of this club.
That's
How do you know it was murder?
I only met her a few hours ago. And she was fine then.
My advice is to keep quiet. You can't help her now, so look after yourself. Or you might wake up dead one morning.
Never mind.
nothing to do. See, they go through the pockets thing. I would have thought it would have been
It's an old-fashioned. It would be quicker to break the door down.
Well, then break.
Won't.
See, I love point and click games, but I also have this big thing where it's like there are so many easier ways for you to handle the situation, and yet you refuse to. Or anything we can do. Nope. Okay. Nothing we can do there.
Excuse me. See you later. Tell me about your dandelion game.
Ah, it's brilliant. You get chased by these giant yellow weeds.
You mean dandelions are yellow? The gardener told me they were blue.
He's mad. He's not a real gardener.
How'd you know the gardener is a fake?
He's got green fingers.
That's the sign of a naturally talented gardener.
I saw him dipping them in the paint. Anyway, the plants are made of plastic.
You're a real help, Vincent.
No problem, Rob.
Don't worry.
Right, let's.
Excuse me. You told me dandelions were blue.
Did I? Well, what of it?
This boy assures me they're yellow.
Smart-ass little brat.
Crocodile Dundee
You got
discussing
me
dandelions.
I haven't had any formal training, but I've always dreamed of being a gardener. I love 'em. Every little shrub and succulent. Those dainty blossoms waving their little stamens in the breeze.
All right, I get the point.
You won't report me, will you?
Why should I do that? Excuse me.
He's gonna be able to do it.
Do you know a girl
Fight
called
for
Anita?
us or something.
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Oh, for God's sake.
Why do you want to know?
She's been murdered. I found her body in the cathedral.
Can't see why you're telling me.
Excuse me. See you later.
So there's nothing we can do there.
I ought to move. It's too.
Let's go see the old lady again, Mrs. Paramount.
The door has a.
What am I missing here?
Excuse me. Never mind. Excuse me. Never mind.
What could I be missing?
It's attached. They must have switched. Damned if I'm gonna look.
Nope. Maybe we can search through the pockets now.
His skin is. You should get out. His skin. This place. She appeared. There could be.
Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Shouldn't be that difficult. Right. Oh. That dude's gone.
I can see through to it.
Greetings. How are you today? Because the only thing I think of now is we go to the factory and
Never mind.
why so many people? It is good. It is good. You got it's old, which means it's got a very old kind of system.
It's empty.
A little bit of lateral thinking, but it is really good, and more people are playing it at the moment because they're making a sequel called Beyond the Steel Sky. Right,
Hey, Lamb.
let's get Lamb, because he might know something about Anita.
What do you know about Anita's death?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The girl you sent to the reactor. She's been killed, Lamb.
Look, I don't know aught about murder. You might think I was hard on the lass, but I had nothing to do with her death.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. I've played a little bit of Deponia and probably played that on the channel. I know this is sacrilege, but I've never actually played Monkey Island all the way through, and that's kind of on my list for the channel as well. But I'm enjoying this.
Excuse me.
I'm enjoying this enough. It's got a good sense of humour.
Never.
Quite a British sense of humour, I'd say, in
Plastic overalls.
this. I like his jumper. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say we should be able to go in here. Music is a bit too loud. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, so now we should be able to. No worries at all. We should be able to open the reactor door. And head out through here. Oh, good grief. Avert your eyes.
If it wasn't for the heat shield, the
Oh, a link card.
it's an ID card.
Good, good. Glad everything is okay. Right. Can we, like, shut this down? Access denied. Oh. Okay. I get it. No? Okay. Okay, so made a bit more progress.
Doesn't mean a thing.
Can't do anything with Nita's key card just yet. Dum 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 dum. Ah, dear. Right. Okay. Worried about your future and secure insurance. So this is all the same news that we saw. I know a couple of you haven't seen, but so I'll leave it up for a quick reading. This is all the same stuff that was in the first episode. News hasn't changed. Okay. And then again, this is all the same. Hobart Looney's introduction of mystery virus into the link. Move of items from an office suite. Embargo forces rationing. Judge comes down on youth. Delicatessen sold recycled produce. And security officer Stephen Reich was discovered today in Erie Block Recycling Plant, which we all know about. So, ID card. Can we do anything with special operations? File adjustment. No, we can't do that. So do we show the link card to
Hey,
that?
Lamb.
Because that proves she was in
I've got something for you.
Not now, lad.
Okay, no. We don't do that, apparently. Oh, dear. Oh, God. Where do we go, then? Where do we go? I know everything went too well last time. We just seemed to fly through the puzzles. Now... Dun, 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 dun. Still nothing around here. I bet Mrs. Piermont? Where's she still not here? No
There's no
reply. Hello.
It's an old trick, but it still works.
Why we couldn't do that with our own ID card, I have no idea. Okay. I will definitely take them, thank you very much.
It has a list of names with little buttons beneath. The mechanism has...
We have a map.
The map is painted on a big sheet of metal. Not the sort of map you'd fold and put in your pocket.
Thank you for the
It's an old
explanation.
map, but it means nothing to me.
So... Oh wait, brickwork, okay.
Why did I waste my being in this city? The stairway has been...
We do anything for that. No. Okay. So we just came in here to get the secateurs. So would we cut the rope with the secateurs? We can't do anything in the club just yet because we need to get that guy's fingerprints. So let's try cutting the rope. No. Good. Okay. Oh. Oh, come back. Come out of here.
These shears are too blunt to cut the stems.
But you said a minute ago they were still sharp. Ay, ay, ay.
These shears are too blunt to
Cut the stems. Okay, fine. So that's... we ain't going to be able to cut through rope with that. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that stands out that we didn't get to do. Like moving down the levels. The radiation was a key one. The radiation room was a key one. But that's been sorted now.
Excuse me. See you later.
Oh, don't.
Excuse me. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
Hey!
That is him on the head with a mouth pipe.
Would you like this?
Forget.
Would you like this?
Okay. Right. Any ideas in the chat? Anyone got any clue what we can be doing here? Because I'm running out of ideas. Dun, dun. Whew. It's gotta be something up on the above floors then, because we're not getting anywhere doing this. So let's do a proper search of these floors. Dun, 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 dun. If it's just like a little bit higher pitch, it would almost be like Christmas music. Whew. Problem is, you can tell that like these games are supposed to be played in like one big rush, like not rush, but one big go. Because you take a week out, and it becomes very difficult to remember exactly where you were.
I have to go. Drop by again. Excuse me.
All bits that needed to be done.
Thanks. It's a pleasure.
Nothing in here. Dun, 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 dun. I'm yawning a lot today as well. Which isn't a representation of the game. Just a representation of me. Being tired. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I think there's anything else really I can do. On this level anyway.
It doesn't.
So it's gotta be up top somewhere. I imagine. Just go check the building down here and then we'll go up one again. Ooh. Oh, I wonder if we cut one of the plants up here, because I believe the plants are real here.
It's a food dispenser. It must be a poor fish will.
Yeah, maybe we cut some of the stuff from up here. Because he's varnished all the plants down there, so... Or maybe not. Okay. Ah, so while I'm walking past, I might as well try that middle one as well. Just get a shrug. I imagine pretty much everything's going to be the same on this level then, as well.
Never mind. Never mind. Oh.
I don't think there's anyone else I can really talk to. Cheers for the follow, by the way, learning language, Louis. Appreciate it greatly. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. It's kind of incredible that like we started in this area like 5 hours ago, and we still kind of come round to it now. Okay. Dun, dun. Oh, yeah. So we got the secateurs. Secateurs. Obviously Joey's kind of personality, the ID card, the cable. And I have no idea what to do with any of it. Which isn't much good. Makes for thrilling stream content. Dun 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 dun. When I upload this to YouTube, I'll make sure the thumbnail is one of me yawning. Since that's all you guys have had to see so far today. Nope, can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything with that either. Good, okay.
Excuse me. Never mind.
I have to have a look at something here. Ah, okay. I'm not 100% sure how we'd have ever have got that. Okay. Right. Let's... It's like no wonder that we couldn't figure these bits out. That was completely beyond anything. So we go this way. Go this way. Go this way. Ba-da-da. Cool. So we've been here before and we had to do a weird little mini game thing. Apparently now we do it with Anita's. What I am going to do though is I'm going to save.
It's so late and I don't like the...
Because I have no idea what this is going to be like. Look, personal data space for the use of link engineers use playback to access.
If that's you, Rob, listen carefully. You're the only one who can help. I was supposed to make contact with an agent from Hobart. Trouble is, the rendezvous was in a park on ground level. And now I'm a dealing, I can't get there. The agent's name is Eduardo. I don't know how you'll get to Link. But beneath the city there are tunnels. The remains of the old subway.
Okay.
That could be our way in.
Cool, cool. Range of modulation increased due to variance. I imagine that was it now. Crusader will guard the system religiously against all known hideous configurations. Okay. So I think now we have to. I assume now we just go down to park level again. Which would be nice. Late night content. Yeah. Everyone loves their virtual reality nudity. Oh dear. It is warm in here.
Hey, Lamb.
So we need to find Eduardo.
When did you last see Anita?
When I sent her to the testing room.
So it
Why
was
wasn't
murder.
she given a rad suit?
I don't know, it's not my fault.
You deserve to lose your status. Now it's your turn to be a D-Link. Hey. See you later.
Right, so I think that should do it. And really, the only thing I had to look up was that we had to go to the interface. Which I'm not 100% sure. It would have taken a fair old stretch for me to get to that point. Because I figured her being a D-Link, like a non-citizen, she wouldn't have that sort of access. But I've been wrong before. I've been wrong before. Right.
Don't. Excuse me. What's your name?
It's Eduardo.
Hey,
Fine.
yeah.
You're Anita's contact, right?
How come you know so much?
She left a message on her card.
Listen, do you know what's happened to Link?
I'm totally confused.
Link is a living, self-replicating organism. Originally, it served as an advisor to the Council, but it has gradually taken control. How and why? We're really not sure. Hobart scientists have developed a virus. It will check Link's growth, if we can get it into the system.
Will you give me the virus?
I can't. It's been downloaded to Link space. Anita was supposed to retrieve it, since she had a Shrievman port.
So have I. I owe it to Anita to get that virus.
No chance. It's bound to be guarded.
I can try at least. Excuse me. See you.
Okay, so do we need
I
to...
have to use.
We need to go back onto the thing, I imagine, and get past the Crusader, but... Oh, oh! This door wasn't open before. Oh! Excitement.
Silence in court. Security Services, Department of Justice, Inc. Judge Chutney presiding. Court is now in session.
Silence! I recognize that villain. An habitual criminal if ever I saw one.
That's Mr. Greaves, my lord. The counsel for the prosecution.
Silence when you speak to me. Now, who is the first contestant?
Defendant, my lord. The case of Union Security Services versus Howard Hobbins.
Howard Hobbins. Come on up. Nice to see you, Howard. You're not nervous, are you?
Not really. The defendant is accused of gross contempt and assault of a security officer.
Oh dear.
Oh, intolerable. What have you got to say for yourself, eh?
I've been framed, Your Honour. May I elucidate, my lord?
Go on then, but hurry up about it.
Officer Blunt was investigating a complaint made against Hobbins. After questioning the defendant, he was the victim of an assault.
Ah, monstrous! Off with his head!
Just a flipping minute. Who's defending me?
Defence? Is he entitled to any?
I'm afraid so, my lord.
Upon my soul, whatever next? Who'd be silly enough to defend this wretch?
Oh. Okay, so
Very well. Let's get on with round one. Fingers on the buzzers, everyone.
I wish to call Officer Blunt.
Call Officer Blunt.
Please tell the court what happened. Oh, I was assaulted. And is the culprit present in the court? Ah, that's him in the overalls. I rest my case, my lord.
Good. Where's my black cap?
We haven't heard the defence, my lord.
Is it really necessary? Oh, go on. Just don't take all day.
Now then, Officer Blunt. What was the nature of your injuries?
I got very wet.
But you didn't suffer any physical harm.
I could have caught a nasty cold.
Tell the court how you got wet.
While patrolling on Bellevue, I was saturated by a sudden shower.
Did you ascertain its source?
Oh, yeah. I heard laughter from the walkway above.
So, you saw the accused pour the liquid?
I couldn't see anything. My eyes were full of water. But I'd recognize his laugh anywhere.
Just how well do you know Hobbins?
I've never met him before.
And yet you say you recognized his laughter.
I don't know.
Who lodged the complaint against Hobbins?
Objection, my lord. Defense is contriving to lead the witness.
It was a simple question. I wish to establish the seriousness of the complaint made against my client.
I shall permit the witness to answer. However, I'm awarding Mr. Green 5 points for a well-timed interruption.
okay.
So who did lodge the complaint?
It was Daniel Piermont.
What was Mrs. Piermont's grievance?
Cruelty to her pet dog. I interviewed Hobbins on 4 occasions, but he still hasn't confessed.
4 interrogations suggest harassment.
Objection, my lord. Officer Blunt is not the subject of this trial.
Quite correct. Objection sustained. 10 points to the prosecution.
No further questions, Your Honor. I'd like to question the defendant. Did you assault Officer Blunt?
Objection, my lord.
Why, man, what's wrong?
Repetition, my lord?
Objection overruled.
Are you guilty of assault, Howard?
Not me. I was fixing one of the cooling pipes, and it burst.
So Blunt's soaking was an accident?
Not exactly.
Why did the pipe burst?
Some joker had cut a power cable and overloaded the steam release in the power station. That's what damaged the cooling pipe.
Oh, I see.
Whoops.
Did you laugh at Blunt's predicament?
Laugh? I'd nearly wet me pants.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Greaves, you may start the bonus round.
The facts speak for themselves. Hobbins is a cruel and callous man with no respect for law and order. I recommend the maximum possible sentence.
Any comments from the defense?
I don't believe this is happening. This is total madness. You've all been warped in some way. And I think Link is the cause.
Silence! I've heard quite enough of this nonsense. So it's time for me to make my judgment. Howard Hobbins, you've won tonight's star prize.
Okay.
Life imprisonment. However, in view of your service to the city, I'm going to reduce your sentence. 2 hours community service. Court dismissed.
Oh, me and my friend played Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, and it was. I love that game. I know a lot of people have said it, but it definitely should have been the 4th Indiana Jones film instead of Crystal Skull, whatever the hell it was called, Indy in a Fridge. Oh, the band are gone.
Excuse me. Never mind. Excuse me. Is there a sub...
All the use the club was named after the station.
Where is the subway station?
You're standing in it. See the area in front of the stage. The track ran right through there.
So that would mean the wine cellar is where we need to be.
Is there a subway around here?
What?
I'm looking for the subway.
What are you, a train spotter? Hear that, Gallagher? This guy's a train spotter.
There's no law against that.
Only because there aren't any trains.
Look, guys, I'm not a train spotter.
Who asked you?
Never mind.
I have a horrible feeling I'm not going to complete this in the time I thought I would.
The green select button.
Hey, music lover. If you're looking for the best in sound, I got 'em. The music of the spheres right here on Earth. So come on, get your fingers on my buttons. Let's make beautiful music together.
How offensive. Why they put voices in these machines is beyond me.
I'm all warmed up for you, baby.
Shut up and let me check the selections. Oh, Lord, it's mostly country and western.
Nobody's perfect.
Ah, there are 3 tunes by the resident band.
So, what's your choice, big boy?
As cool as you. The select. Pressing the button. Is there a John in this place?
Why do you want to know that?
Well, I might need to use it. Surely the club's got to have one by law.
Have you seen the John Gallagher?
I don't need one. I don't drink like you do.
No, I've noticed that.
They're a greasy...
Hey!
Excuse me. Never mind.
Okay. What time is it? 40 minutes. We have 40 minutes. I think we gotta do something with this jukebox. So let's. It's gotta be one of these 3 souls, right? And we tried the middle one. And Colson's gonna stand up once we get one of them, I'm sure.
The greens...
Hi there.
Ush, I just want to choose him without being hassled by a whining Wurlitzer. You search but find nothing.
Maybe the woman would have danced for the new music? If you know what I mean, maybe.
Excuse me. See you later.
Oh, don't count on...
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, come on. How rude they are. Yeah, everyone's rude in this game. No one wants to talk to me. Nobody knows the
Excuse me.
trouble.
Never mind.
Okay. See, we gotta get his thumbprint for that. That much I know. But beyond that, I got nothing. So where can we use...
Central, they must be the names of the old subway stations. It's a map, which means I'm getting close to Link. The stairway has been bricked up.
I'm sure if we really wanted to, we could get through that brickwork.
Excuse me. See you later.
There's no one here. Well, we've got the glass now. I want Joey back, man. He was handy. Dun 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 dun. So warm.
Excuse me. Thanks again. It's a... Excuse me. Can you match my fingerprints to those on this glass?
Oh, yes. My machine will do that automatically.
It's not against the law, is it?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Don't security use them to check people's identities?
If they do, it's the first time I've heard of it. The usual procedure for identification of suspects is a retina scan at the post-mortem. Now, about these prints you requested. Open the panel on my machine and insert the glass. Then place your hands in the otodermatome.
Will this hurt, Doc?
Oh yes, quite considerably.
It's quite good that there's like the sort of animation on the. You can't actually see it because my big old head's blocking it. There was a nice little animation on the computer screen. Right, I don't think we need to thank the doctor. He's caused us enough pain. Dun 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 dun. So now we should be able to get into the wine cellar. And we should be... I'm pretty sure we're getting like towards the end now. So go this way. This way. This has been a surprisingly difficult third part to the game. The first one, it took me a while to kind of get the thinking of certain bits, and then the second part, I seem to fly through so much of this. And this one, I've had to look up a couple of bits just because even my brain hasn't been quite there, or I don't know. Okay.
That's too...
Finally used the crowbar. Yes.
It's disappointingly empty. Too dark to see. The grill is too firmly attached. It's a solid wooden storage. I'd never ship. With the lid on top.
Okay, we're using that.
I punctured a. The grill is. I punctured a. I punctured. The grill is.
Hmm. Okay.
I punctured.
Okay, so where now? What could possibly... Use the clippers. Okay, I tried that though.
Can't see anything.
Okay.
The subway. It's like a warren built by giant rabbits.
I'm sure I tried those clippers on that grill.
I'm never. The roof of the top.
I'm sure I did. Okay. Good. Amaze. Wonderful. Actually, let me save here. It's been a while since I saved. Till end game.
There's something in there.
Oh my god. Boy, am I glad I saved right at that point. What the hell? Let's just walk straight past the hole.
There's something in.
No, okay, he's not gonna let me do that. Damn it. See you learning language, Louis. Yeah, I'll see you again next time. Well, hopefully, whenever you're free again. Ta-ta. Right, so that's a no-go.
The roof of.
Okay. Can't go that way either.
There's something in.
No, don't. Why would you walk up to it? I don't understand. Good grief. So how do we get past this monster? Okay, so we scared him off with a bit of light.
The picture is covered. I'm not climbing. It's the state. Uh-oh, the tunnel roof.
Okay.
The skin's too... The skin is... It's penetrated the... It's penetrated the... It's stuck in but hasn't pierced it completely. There's no obvious... It's warm. That thing's alive. I wonder what it is. That patch of I can't... I've exposed the brick. The mortar holding those bricks has crumbled away.
Okay. I think I get this now, so put that in the swelling.
It's penetrated.
Pick up the brick.
A good...
There.
Ugh! I made a hole right through the vein. Now it's stuck right in. It's the control. Bubbling.
Why? No.
It holds the grill. I can't... I can't...
Okay, so we reduce the temperature again.
Pulling the handle has loosened. It allows the grill will... I can't... It's no longer... I can't...
Okay, gotta be missing something.
It's no longer... It allows the... The grill will fall if it's stepped on.
Okay. Okay, so we're obviously setting a trap for someone with that. Just gotta be careful not to step on any grills.
It's probably... It's probably... How do you feel, Joe?
I'm completely operational,
Wait.
and all my circuits are functioning perfectly.
That's a relief. Is there any immediate danger?
If your presence here is detected, termination is more than likely.
Are there any other humans in this area?
Negative.
What about the guy in the tank room?
Negative. The technician is an android. I advise you to avoid contact with it.
Are you really the Joey I grew up with? You don't sound like him.
That is unavoidable. My shell has a limited syntactic processor.
Oh well. At least you're not so argumentative.
Please be more.
I want a detailed report on everything. Especially that android.
The android could be dangerous.
Exactly. I don't want to risk my neck. Give me a report.
The growth tanks contain developing androids. Nourishment is supplied from a tank. The temperature is maintained by convection from an underground source.
Tell me about...
Access to the growth tanks is
Tell me about the computer.
access to the
Tell me about the nutrient tank.
The tank contains chemicals on which the androids feed.
So, without it, they'd die?
Affirmative.
Is there a way of draining the tank?
Manual evacuation is achieved by opening a tap.
Open the tap to the nutrient tank. That will distract the android technician.
Let's have a look, see.
Never mind.
So that should do it. I assume now he's going to... Is there anything else I can do? Do I boost the heat? In here? so we can't do anything just yet. Where's Joey gone?
They don't appear. They don't appear. They don't appear. I've got a... No way of... I've got a hunch I'll need to...
Let's... No. Save game. Oh. Thank you, Joey.
They don't appear. They don't appear. I've got a... No way of...
Hello. A puddle?
Humans 1, androids 0. No obvious. There aren't any... There's a weird... Whoever said bait... There's a... Whoever said... I've got a... That's the most secure... No man... Never mind. It's a view of the...
So I imagine this is where we finish off now. Put the virus in. Looks like I've gone the wrong way then.
You've saved me. I should have guessed you were part of all this.
Why do you think Reich had to die when he tried to kill you? Or that meddling girl who tried to help you escape? Link needs you alive, Overman. That's why it planned this family reunion.
Get out while you can, Rob.
Stop! Tell you won't be needing this robot where you're going.
Okay.
It's an android. Aha! Another ID card from my collection. Poor Joey didn't let... I'll take his board.
Okay. So I assume we have to go to the interface now. Okay, that's easy enough. So we use his stuff to... Sorry if I'm kind of rushing through this bit, but I wanted to get this bit done, if I'm honest. Well, I wanted to get the game done. It's getting on a bit, so... Yeah, this might be a bit of a walkthrough from now. I don't think there's a huge amount left, though. So... No, there's very little left, so... And for some reason... Okay. See, oscillator. Where should we go? The oscillator. Give me a sec. Are we supposed to use... No, because I can't get past the eye without... was I supposed to get the oscillator? There. Okay, so it's gotta be. It's gotta be this. And I'm just being daft. It's gotta be that, and I'm just being daft. But I don't know how daft. No! So is that the tuning fork? Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I never took the tuning fork, which would have been the thing that got. Yeah, okay, I get it now. Last time I never took tuning fork. It's okay. I understand. How am I doing? I'm not doing too bad, hon. Hopefully about 10 minutes left of the game. It's just very stressful. Oh dear. I've resorted to essentially walk through just to kind of get this finished. There we go. Let me disconnect. It's not much. This last bit's been a bit trickier. Not gonna lie. But nearly there. Nearly there. About 5-10 minutes, I think.
Ha! The virus has caused the program to crash. tissue is frozen now.
Startup program there.
Data error. Data error. Data error.
Okay. Oh, I should have done right there. Okay. And then run startup program.
How do you feel, Joey?
I'm not entirely sure, sir. I feel soft and curiously vulnerable.
That's because you're practically human.
And this feeling of insecurity is natural?
Oh yeah, you'll get used to it.
By the way, sir, take my advice. Don't wake the other androids.
Why not?
If they've been programmed, they'll terminate you.
Good times, good times.
I think you need a new name, Joey.
I concur with your observation, Mr. Foster. What do you consider an appropriate sobriquet?
I'm gonna call you Ken.
That's wonderful news, sir. Tell me, are there any memorable Kens in history? A Ken whom I might seek to emulate?
Ken Shamrock?
All the Kens I can think of were dorks.
Splendid. It will be my mission in life to make the name Ken synonymous with dorks.
How do you like your new body?
It's wonderful, sir. There's just one thing.
What's that?
When will I be getting the accessories?
I don't know what you mean.
Ears, body hair, those little decorative parts?
You're better off without them, believe me. Thanks for saving me from the android.
My actions were the only logical course. What I cannot comprehend is how an android could behave in such an irrational manner. Why, it was almost as if he was human.
What did he mean by a family reunion?
Since your mother was killed, that leaves only...
My father.
You never speak of him, do you?
That's because I can't remember him.
Can or won't, sir?
Are we close to Link's core?
Almost certainly, sir. I can sense its presence in a strange and mysterious way.
Like the old man. The pictures in the campfire. He saw it too. The evil beneath the city.
He did.
And then he died with the rest of the tribe.
This isn't the time for remorse, sir. You must destroy the evil and avenge their deaths.
Never mind.
After that, never mind.
Place your hand
With pleasure, sir.
that tickle. Place your hand
With pleasure.
It's storage.
That's
Place your hand.
With pleasure, sir.
gone.
Place your hand on that lock sensor.
With pleasure, sir.
That. Place your hand.
With
That.
Right. Okay, we'll leave the room and we'll get into do it again. There we go.
That. Let's try that.
I suggest we...
Hey, rubber... What's wrong with you?
I appear to have a problem, sir. My hand has melted onto the door.
I don't like to leave you here.
I'll be free in no time, sir. Have you got an axe?
No, I haven't. Why?
You could have used it to sever my hand.
That's unthinkable. Still stuck?
I'm afraid so, sir. It's frustrating, to say the least.
Never mind.
Never mind. Right, endgame, folks. Let's do this.
It's what keeps the... It's what keep... They serve as... Yes, I've poisoned the sludge. At last, that must lead somewhere. Much too far. It's supply. There aren't any...
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, got it. Here we go, crazy kids. This is the end.
This could be the second... Father?
Is that Robert? Oh, my son. Why did you come here?
I thought you'd be glad to see me.
I did everything I could to stop you. You're in terrible danger. Get away.
I'm taking you with me. How do I disconnect you from the machine?
Listen to me. Link needs a replacement for my brain. And the best choice was someone related by blood. It sent Reich and his goons to bring you here. Link killed Reich when he threatened you.
But if Link wanted me alive, why did it wreck the helicopter?
That was my doing, Robert. I managed to wrest control from Link for a few seconds. Long enough to cause the crash. I hope to spare you my fate, Robert.
Ken, you're just in time.
I thought you might need a hand, sir.
Punny, punny.
I've got a bad feeling about this, sir.
What happened, Father?
Link has rejected me. And without it, I'll die.
Help me! Quick! What do you want me to do, sir? Sit in that chair.
Are you going to plug me into Link, sir? I hope you know what you're doing. Something is happening, I think. Yes, I'm gaining control. I found my destiny, Mr. Foster.
Can you ever forgive me, Robert?
Then this is
For
it.
letting your machine kill my mother?
Please, try to understand. It was the greatest experiment ever devised. Tapping the unexplored depths of the human brain. The potential of the subconscious mind.
You fused with this machine deliberately?
It was a well-considered plan, my boy.
Well considered? It was nothing but megalomania.
I had a dream. The fusion process was an apparent success, but the computer shared access to my human failings. It learned of greed, of vanity. It reveled in the power it wielded. I was almost powerless in the hands of this monster.
Which is the monster, Father? The computer or you?
Robert. Oh,
Jerry,
Robert.
Jerry,
You were my
Jerry.
only reason for wanting to live.
Father? Father! Too late. It's over now.
Wow, you got over that quickly.
About the vacancy in the sewage grading plant, Howard. Perhaps we should assign the position to Gilbert Lamb.
Hello, Mr. Hobbins.
Hello, son. What do you want?
I've come to say goodbye.
You still plan to go back to the Gap?
Yeah, I've had it with city life. I'm certainly gonna miss you both. Why don't you come too?
We got enough to do. Getting Union City back to normal.
I reckon you'll make a great team.
Will you come back to visit us, sir?
I'm not sure about that, Ken. But I'll be thinking of you. Oh, by the way, Mr. Hobbins, here's your wrench.
Thanks, son. I'll need that if Ken gives me any trouble.
Goodbye, friends. And thanks.
Be vigilant.
And away we go. Away from the city. Back to the Gap. So that was Beneath a Steel Sky. Very timely, like I said, because we have a sequel coming out later this year. The production looks really good at the moment. I'm not sure if it's going to be something my laptop can kind of handle, but you never know. Yeah, for a retro game that really stands up. There's a few puzzles, especially towards the end, and I don't know whether it's because I was rushing a little bit, but I did struggle with a few bits, but it was never at the point where I thought it was impossible. So that was it. I'll be back in a couple of days with the final part of I Have No Mouth, No More Scream, and next week we'll be on to brand new games, so that'll be fun. Cheers for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.